See question number 26. One of the easiest questions. The element having no neutron in the nucleus of its atom is. Answer.
Hydrogen.
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 We have 3 isotopes of hydrogen. Can anyone name them? 3 isotopes of hydrogen.
I know 2, sir. Deuterium and tritium. I don't remember.
Protium.
Don't remember the third one. की जरूरत नहीं है. Hydrogen itself is the third isotope. मतलब usual hydrogen. Okay, which is called as protium. Its name is protium. We usually call that as hydrogen. 1H1, 1H2, 1H3. This is protium, deuterium, and tritium. Okay. So once they asked question in JEE Mains, number of isotopes of hydrogen. Okay. Most of the people mark the answer as 2. Most of the people marked the answer as 2. Reason kya hai? They thought only deuterium and tritium are the isotopes of hydrogen. But this is also an isotope. All 3 are isotopes to each other. Okay. So the answer is not 2. The answer is 3. Okay. Most of the people, 90% of the students mark the answer as 2. Number of isotopes of hydrogen. खुद को भी काउंट करना चाहिए. Okay. The normal hydrogen. ठीक है. Question number 27. When lithium vapors were filled in discharge tube for anode ray experiment, the anode rays were found to contain only Li positive ions. Only Li positive ions. Thus, the anode ray particle contains. What is the atomic number of lithium? What is the atomic number of lithium? What is the mass number?
7.
7. So number of neutrons are 7 minus 3 equals to 4. Number of protons equals to 3. Lithium positive matlab you are removing an electron. So number of electrons are 2. So best possible answer is 3 protons, 4 neutrons, and 2 electrons.
Yes. C.
Option C. Agreed, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What are the sources of anode rays? What are the sources of anode rays? Source.
Gaseous particles.
Only the gas atoms. Right? Only the gas atoms. The metal is not the source. Agreed? Okay. The mass of cathode ray particle is. The mass of cathode ray particle is. What are the
Same for
sources of
different
cathode rays?
Same for different gases.
Very good. Same for
Same for
different gases.
different gases.
Different gases.
Very good. What is the source for cathode rays?
Metal
Gas
and gas.
atoms and
Metal and gas both. Okay, metal and gas both. Okay, very good. Question number 29. Also very easy question. They have given the ratio of wave numbers. Nu1 bar upon Nu2 bar as 2:3. They're asking about ratio of energies. E is equals to h nu, which I can write that as hc upon lambda, or I can write this as hc times nu bar.
Yes.
So the ratio of energies is exactly equal to the ratio of wave numbers.
Yes.
Agreed? So the answer again becomes 2:3.
2:3.
Any doubt, anyone?
No, sir.
Okay, good. Question number 30. Question number 30. If the radius of third Bohr's orbit of hydrogen is x, the radius of fourth orbit of lithium 2 positive would be. ऐसे questions किया है हमने already. What is the
Yes, sir.
proportionality for radius? Rn is proportional to
0.529.
Rn equals to 0.529 are proportional to n square upon z.
Yes.
So Rn1 upon Rn2 equals to n1 square upon z1 divided by n2 square upon z2. If the radius of third orbit मतलब R3 हो गया, divided by fourth orbit R4 हो गया. Third orbit किसमें? हाइड्रोजन में. n1 square मतलब 3 square divided by z1 is 1 divided by fourth orbit is 4 square Z2 is 3. Agreed? So x upon R4 equals to 27 upon 16. Any doubt,
Yes.
anyone? So this implies R4 equal to 16x upon 27. So answer is option B. Everyone, if you have any doubt, ask me. These are the standard questions which you will be asked in your JEE mains and NEET. Direct questions rahega. JEE mains is not so difficult. If you remember all the models in all the chapters, if you are thorough with that, if you study well, definitely you will make into very good college for JEE mains. Same model questions आएगा आपको. Okay. Question number 31. Correct order of radius of first orbit of hydrogen, helium positive, lithium 2 positive, beryllium 3 positive. इस particular question के लिए you can solve that by this particular relation. Rn is inversely proportional to Z.
Yeah.
मतलब more is the value of Z, lesser will be the radius. Or you can apply a logic. All of them are single electron species. So nucleus के अंदर जिसमें protons ज़्यादा होगा, the attractive force will be more. More is the attractive force, the orbit will be closer. If the attractive force is less, the orbit will be farther. Agreed? So
Yes, sir.
nucleus में अगर protons number increase होता जा रहा है तो obviously attractive forces increases and the first orbit will be closer. So answer will be the radius. First hydrogen के सबसे ज़्यादा होगा,
हाँ.
हीलियम पॉजिटिव का, बेरिलियम 3 पॉजिटिव का सबसे कम होगा बिकॉज उसका एटॉमिक नंबर सबसे ज्यादा है. एग्रीड? रेडियस
Yes.
is inversely proportional to atomic number. Everyone, or else the logic says more are the attractive forces, closer must be the orbit. Everyone, okay? Everyone, please put your video on. Smith, others, Amit Raj, Shubhankar, जो लोग यूजुअली ऑन रखते हैं, प्लीज एवरीवन पुट योर वीडियो ऑन. बाकी लोग भी कभी ना कभी तो मोटिवेट होकर ऑन रखेंगे. Everyone put your video on. Study table रखो, straight बैठो. Yeah. Question number 32. 32 direct है. What are the permissible values of angular momentum? MVR equals to NH upon 2 pi. Okay, so you can have 1H upon 2 pi, 2H upon 2 pi, 3H upon 2 pi, 4H upon 2 pi, so on so forth. So 1H upon 2 pi is 0.5, 2H upon 2 pi is 1H upon 2 pi. This is 3 by 2 is 1.5, 4 by 2 is 2. So 0.5 बढ़ता जा रहा है. So can we ever get 1.25? 1.25 is not possible, right? So that particular value is not permissible. Agreed? Agreed? 1.5 मतलब 3 by 2 हो गया. 0.5 मतलब 1 by 2 हो गया. Okay. This question number 33 is similar to that of 30. 30 में radius पूछा है, 33 में velocity पूछा है. Velocity is directly proportional to, no matter what, you should not forget this. Velocity is directly proportional to
Z upon N.
Z upon n. Okay. So Vn1 upon Vn2 equals to Z1 upon N1 divided by Z2 upon N2. Vn1 किसमें पूछा है? Velocity of an electron in first orbit. So V1 upon third orbit V3 equals to Z1 is 1, N1 is 1 divided by Z2. Lithium is 3, right? ये भी 3. Cancel हो ही गया. So V1 क्या हो गया? V1 equals to V3 of lithium, which is equals to given as V. So option is A. Okay. Okay, good. Question number 34. What is the relation for potential energy, total energy, and kinetic energy? Tell me the relations, everyone.
total energy is minus kinetic energy and
Very good.
half
Total
of
energy.
potential energy.
Potential energy.
Very good. Total energy is minus kinetic energy. 2 times total energy is equals to potential energy. Very, 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 very important relations. On these particular relations, high chance of asking questions. Okay. Okay. So if the potential energy of the hydrogen electron is minus 3.02, then which of the following excited level is the electron present? If the potential energy is minus 3.02, total energy कितना होगा? Minus 1.
Minus 1.51.
Agreed? ये जो particular energy है hydrogen atom में, it is minus 13.6. If n square is 3 square, minus 13.6 upon 9 minus 1.51 नहीं होगा ना? So
Yes, sir.
okay, so n का value कितना हो गया? 3 हो गया. They are not asking about the orbit, they are asking about the excited level. First excited level is second orbit. Second excited level is third orbit. So which excited level is this? Second, right? How many of you mark the answer as C? In hurry, how many of you mark the answer as C? Already same ऐसा ही क्वेश्चन दिया है इसके पहले टेस्ट में भी, जिसमें आपको एक्साइटेड लेवल, एक्साइटेड स्टेट के बारे में पूछा, and most of you have marked the orbit number. Okay.
Yes.
This is one of the standard questions, standard trick question भी नहीं है, confusion भी नहीं है if you read the question properly. They're asking about the excited level, they're not asking about the orbit. Any doubt, anyone? Okay, good. Direct formula application, energy of ground state of helium positive. Energy के लिए formula minus 13.6 z square upon n square. Ground state मतलब क्या हो गया? n का वैल्यू 1 हो गया. z का वैल्यू कितना
हाँ.
है?
1.
2 स्क्वायर हो गया.
हाँ, sorry, 2.
हीलियम है ना, 2 स्क्वायर 4 minus 13.6 into 4 कितना है? 54.4. Agreed? Potential energy of
Yes.
first orbit of hydrogen atom. 2 times total energy is potential energy. ये वाला होगा. Kinetic energy, it is minus total energy. Second excited state. Second excited state मतलब कौन सा हो जाएगा? n equals to 3 हो गया. n equals to 3 में what will be the energy? Minus 13.6 into z square is into 4 upon 9 हो जाएगा. Second excited state is n equals to 3 upon 9. So option एक ही है. 13.6 into 4 upon 9 मतलब it will be 6.04 ना.
Yes.
Ionization potential of helium positive मतलब उसका total energy का positive value. Total energy minus 54.4 है. So ionization energy will be positive of that. So it is plus 54.4. So answer क्या हो जाएगा आपको?
Option C.
Option C. Any doubt, anyone?
No, sir.
Okay. Question number 36. Question number 36. What is the shortest wavelength of fun series of helium positive? Fun series मतलब पहले क्या होगा? n equals to some n लेके n1 कौन सा है?
5.
5. Lyman series, Balmer, Passion, Bracket and Fun ना?
हाँ.
n1 equals to 5 क्या? या 4? 4 हो गया. 5. n1 equals to 5. Shortest wavelength मतलब energy क्या होगा?
Highest.
Highest energy.
Energy highest होने के लिए what should be the value of n2?
Infinity.
Infinite. Okay. Wavelength है ना? 1 by lambda is equals to what is the formula? R z square times
1
1
upon
by
n square.
n1 square minus 1 by n2 square. ये formula याद हुआ आप लोग को?
हाँ sir.
Which is equals to R into z कितना है? 4 हो गया. 2 square 1 by 5 square हो गया ये, minus 1 by infinity, it is 0, 1 by infinity. So what is lambda equals to? 25 upon 4r.
4r.
Option D.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt, anyone?
No, sir.
पानी की बोतल।
Okay,
अरे चला भी मुझे कुछ पता नहीं है।
ठीक है. Okay, next. क्वेश्चन नंबर 37, यहाँ से आप लोग को डी ब्रॉगली के ऊपर दिया है. व्हाट इज द फॉर्मूला फॉर द डी ब्रॉगली? लैम्डा इज इक्वल्स टू,
H upon mv.
H upon mv।
इसके साथ आपको डिफरेंट फॉर्म्स भी याद रख लेना है. लैम्डा इज इक्वल्स टू h अपॉन mv और h upon momentum which is h upon p. If you want to write that in terms of kinetic energy, h upon root over
m.
into m।
2k times m.
Yes.
If the particular particle is introduced in a potential difference of v and charge q, तब क्या हो जाएगा? रूट ओवर 2 qv into m. Okay, बस इतना ही. These are the different forms. h upon mv, h upon p. If you want to write that in terms of kinetic energy, h upon root over 2k into m. The kinetic energy equals to charge into potential difference, so root over 2 qvm, h upon root over 2 qvm. यहाँ पे दिया है electron, proton, alpha particle. Tell me the masses of them. Mass of alpha is the highest, then mass of proton, then mass of electron.
Electron.
Yes, sir.
Have kinetic energy electron का 16e, okay, proton का 4e, alpha particle का e, okay. What is the qualitative order of their de Broglie wavelengths? Mass of electron is very less when compared to the mass of proton and alpha, or else you can use the relation also. 1836 times of mass of electron is mass of proton, okay. But यहाँ पे directly आप लोग lambda is inversely proportional to wavelength, agreed? Lambda is inversely proportional to, sorry, mass. Lesser is the mass, more will be the wavelength. जितना कम मास रहेगा वेवलेंथ उसका ज्यादा रहेगा. And mass of electron is very less, so kinetic energy इसमें comparable है. But mass of electron is far less when compared to the mass of proton and alpha. So lambda of electron will be the highest. Agreed? Agreed. So lambda of electron should be the highest. So वो वाला ऑप्शन तो एक ही है, ऑप्शन ए में ही है. बाकी दो कंपेयर करने की जरूरत भी नहीं. एक बार देख लेते हैं. Kinetic energy of proton is 4e. Kinetic energy of alpha is only e. But mass of proton is only mp. Mass of alpha is 4 times mass of proton, ना? Ke into mass का relation. इसके लिए क्या है? It is e into 4 times mass of proton. इसके लिए क्या है? 4e into mass of proton. If you see the kinetic energy and mass product, both of them are same. If Ke into m are same, both the lambda will be same. Agreed? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because it is depending on Ke into mass. Ke into mass for both of them is 4 mp into e, 4 mp into e. So if this is same, the lambda will be same. Lambda of electron will be the highest because its mass is the least. Any doubt, anyone?
No, sir. No doubt.
Others? Everyone, please put your video on.
Sir.
Yeah, Karthik, बताओ.
वो ऑप्शन डी में लैम्डा ऑफ ई और लैम्डा ऑफ पी के बीच में जो सिंबल है ना, व्हाट डज दैट
Much,
मीन?
this is much greater than. इसका मतलब greater than ये होगा.
Okay.
2 बार लगाए तो बहुत ज्यादा है. Much greater than.
ओके
Okay. यहाँ पे आप लोग लगा सकते हो. Lambda is much greater than. ऐसा कुछ. It's just like just to convey. बहुत ज्यादा है करके, you can simply put greater than, that is also sufficient. much greater than मतलब बहुत ज्यादा है करके कन्वे होगा. ओके, क्वेश्चन नंबर 38, सेम क्वेश्चन मैं आपको करवाया है, and this is one of the most standard questions whenever you are relating Bohr's theory and de Broglie's hypothesis. Always you can get the answer using MVR equals to NH upon 2 pi. यही कहा आपको. They're asking in the third orbit. Okay, de Broglie wavelength of the electron in third orbit. So MVR is MV को उस साइड लेके जाते हैं, H upon MV, ये क्या हो जाएगा, नथिंग बट द de Broglie wavelength, lambda equals to H upon MV. H upon MV कितना होगा, this is 2 pi
2 pi
R
R.
upon N ना, which is 2 pi R3 upon N is third orbit 3, but they have given X is the radius of the first orbit, so you need to express in terms of X. What is the relation between R3 and R1? R1 by R3 is equals to N1 square upon Z1 divided by N3 square upon Z1. सेम ऑर्बिट में, सॉरी सेम एलिमेंट के अंदर है ना, Z कैंसिल होगा. R1 is X, X upon R3 is equals to 1 square upon 3 square 9. So R3 क्या हो गया, 9x हुआ. Any doubt anyone? So 2 pi 9x upon 3, 3 3s, which is equals to 6 pi x. आंसर याद रख लेना. एग्जैक्ट क्वेश्चन मल्टीपल टाइम्स पूछा गया है डिफरेंट एग्जामिनेशंस में, सो आंसर भी याद रख लिए आप लोग, काफी है, बट डोंट डू दैट.
हाँ सर.
ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस हाउ आई एम कैलकुलेटिंग. दूसरा मतलब भी आपको कहा, थर्ड ऑर्बिट में de Broglie wavelength 2 pi R3, which is circumference 2 pi R3. In third orbit, what are the number of waves made by the electron? 3 waves. So this has to be 3 lambda. So lambda क्या हो गया, डायरेक्ट है 2 pi R3 upon 3. R3 is equals to 9x. If R3 is 9x, कितना हो गया आंसर फिर से 6 pi x. क्लियर है?
हाँ
Yes, sir.
सर, clear है.
Okay, very good. Question number 39. The wavelength of a charged particle dash the square root of potential difference through which it is accelerated. What is the formula for lambda? अभी अभी लिखा हमने, h upon root over 2 ke into m, kinetic energy achieved by any charged particle which is left in a potential difference of v voltage is qv.
QV. Yes,
So
sir.
lambda is inversely proportional to 1 by root v.
Yes, sir.
So they are saying particle is inversely proportional ना, directly नहीं, inversely proportional to square root of potential difference. Option A. Okay.
Yes, sir.
समझा?
हाँ,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, very good.
नमस्कार.
Okay. ऑर्बिटल एंगुलर मोमेंटम, इसके लिए मैं आपको लास्ट लेक्चर में इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स करके दिया था, सो एक ही क्वेश्चन दिया है आपको. व्हाट इज द फॉर्मूला, h upon 2 pi into root over l into l plus 1. l का वैल्यू 0 है इसके लिए, 0 किसके लिए होगा, s के लिए होगा ना, s के लिए l का वैल्यू 0, बाकी सबके लिए कुछ तो वैल्यूज रहेंगे. सो आंसर इज ए. whenever you see 0 angular momentum, always it is s orbital, बाकी सबके लिए कुछ वैल्यूज रहेगा. Okay, after np orbitals are filled, the next orbital that is going to be filled is np के बाद
n+1d.
आपको देखना क्या है, you need to follow that n plus l rule. The one which is having lower value of n plus l, that will be filled. If two orbitals are having similar n plus l, the one which has lower value of n will be filled first. Agreed? np के बाद कौन फिल होगा, p का l का वैल्यू कितना है, l equals to 1 for p. Agreed? सो NP के लिए n plus L का वैल्यू कितना है? इट इज n plus 1. NP के लिए n plus L वैल्यू इज n plus 1. ओके, इसके लिए n plus L का वैल्यू कितना है? इसके लिए भी n plus 1 ही है क्योंकि s का वैल्यू 0 है ना. इसके लिए n plus 3 हो जाएगा. इसके लिए n plus d के लिए what is 2, right? So इसके लिए भी n plus 3 होगा. ओके, इसके लिए फिर से n plus 2 होगा. ओके, the next orbital that is filled, lower value of n plus L किसके लिए है? इसके लिए है ना. ये n plus 1 है, ये भी n plus 1 है, ये भी n plus 1 है. As this is having lower value of n, this got filled first. Okay, both these orbitals n plus 1 s के लिए as well as np के लिए, both of them are having same value of n plus L, but as np is having lower value of n, it got filled first. Okay, उसके बाद ये fill होगा. Answer is A. अगर आपको डाउट है, कंफ्यूजन आ रहा है, take some value ना, take that as 3p. Okay, confused क्यों होना है? Take the n as 3. You can take the n as 2 also. Simple रखो. p कहाँ से स्टार्ट होता है? p starts from second shell. Do we have p in first shell? No, right? First के अंदर p है क्या? नहीं है ना.
नहीं.
So p starts from second shell. So 2p ले लेना. ये 2p हो गया तो ये क्या हो गया? ऑप्शंस क्या हो गया? 3s हुआ, उसके बाद 4p हुआ, n plus 1 3d हुआ, and this is 2 लिया है ना, 4s हुआ. 2p के बाद फिर क्या होता है? 3s, right? After immediately after 2p, what do we fill? 3s. 3s के बाद 3p. Agreed. 3p के बाद 4s. Agreed. So हो गया ना ऑप्शन A. If you have confusion in the exam, they are mentioning it as some n. It should be valid for any n, provided there should be p in that. 1p नहीं रहता है. So don't take n as 1. You can take 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, anything. Agreed? Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
42. Number of visible lines when an electron returns from 5th orbit up to ground state.
10.
10 नहीं है. How can it be 10?
Sir.
सर हम वो फार्मूला नहीं यूज कर सकते.
4, 5. वो यूज कर सकते हो. देखो यहाँ पे नंबर ऑफ विजिबल लाइंस. विजिबल लाइंस का मतलब क्या है? जो विजिबल स्पेक्ट्रम को बिलोंग करता है.
हाँ, ये
विजिबल स्पेक्ट्रम को कौन बिलोंग करता है? ऑल द लाइंस या ओनली 3. 3 ही है ना, और कुछ है? ओके, बाकी लाइंस जो है लाइमन और पैशन ब्रैकेट फंड उनमें है. टोटल नंबर ऑफ लाइंस में भी 10, out of which visible are only 3. Okay, so read the question properly. They are asking about number of visible lines. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The ratio of de Broglie wavelength of a proton and alpha particle will be 1:2 if their lambda is equals to h upon mv. Lambda of de Broglie wavelength of a proton and alpha particles, na? So lambda p upon lambda alpha. I can write this as mass alpha v alpha inversely proportional na, divided by mass of proton, velocity of proton. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt, anyone?
No, sir. No doubt.
Okay. So lambda p upon lambda alpha equals to mass of alpha is 4 times mass of proton into v alpha divided by mass of proton, sorry, mass of alpha, ठीक है, velocity of. Okay, they are saying this as ratio is 1:2. So what should be the velocity ratio? Velocity of प्रोटॉन अपॉन वेलोसिटी ऑफ अल्फा चाहिए हमें, क्योंकि लैम्डा क्वेश्चन में क्या पूछा है, लैम्डा ऑफ प्रोटॉन टू लैम्डा ऑफ अल्फा, देन ये जो रेफरेंसेस है these are also velocity of proton to velocity of alpha होगा everyone. If they have given that as lambda of proton to lambda of alpha, these velocities and kinetic energy references are also velocity of proton upon velocity of alpha. Velocity of proton upon velocity of alpha कितना है, 8:1 है ना, agreed? So यहीं पे
Yes,
आ
sir.
गया, kinetic energies को देखना चाहिए हमें, but 8:1 आ गया ना, ऑप्शन बी.
Yes, sir.
काइनेटिक एनर्जीज को देखने के लिए क्या चाहिए हमें, इट इज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल रूट ओवर 2ke into m. So lambda of proton upon lambda of alpha equals to root 2ke of alpha mass of alpha divided by root over 2ke of proton mass of proton. एडी ब्रॉगली वेवलेंस का रेशियो क्या दिया है, 1:2 ना. सो स्क्वायर कर लेना पहले ही.
हाँ सर.
ke of alpha, mass of alpha is 4 times mass of proton divided by ke of proton into mass of proton equals to 1/4.
हाँ
Mass of
sir.
proton, mass of proton cancel. So 16:1 हुआ ना. So ke of proton upon ke of alpha कितना है, it is 16:1. 4 into 4, 16:1 ना. They have given that as 1:64, 1:256 गलत है. It is 16:1. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt? देखो यहाँ पे
No, sir.
confusion नहीं है. Okay, very good. Uncertainty in position is twice the uncertainty in momentum. Delta x is equals to 2 times of delta p. यही दिया है ना.
हाँ.
Agreed? हमें क्या बता, delta x into delta p is greater than or equals to h/4 pi. So delta x के प्लेस में मैं क्या पुट कर सकता हूँ, 2 delta p into delta p greater than or equals to h/4 pi. Any doubt? So this is 2 delta p whole square is greater than or equals to h upon, ये 2 को इस साइड लेके जाता हूँ, take the 2 other side, so it will become h upon 8 pi. Any doubt?
No, sir. No doubt.
So delta p has to be greater than or equals to root over ये यहाँ पे 1/2 हो जाएगा, ये वाला होगा. Any doubt?
उन्होंने डेल्टा वी पूछा है ना.
डेल्टा v अभी लिखते हैं. So delta p is m delta v.
हाँ
Yes.
sir.
तो m उस साइड चला जाएगा. So what should be delta v? Equals to 1/2m into root over h/2 pi. ओके, मैंने आपको और एक चीज भी बताया, h/2 pi को you write that as h bar. देखा है ना हमने ये वाला h bar. So यहाँ पे आंसर इज C right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Everyone, answer is C right? ये दिया है ना मैं आपको नोट्स में, I don't remember, I think I have given h bar, that h bar thing
हाँ sir.
also.
दिया है.
दिया है ना, एक मिनट क्रॉस चेक कर लेता हूँ. हाँ, यहाँ पे देखो, h/2 pi is referred to as h bar. Okay, so ये वाला पार्ट आप लोग कंफ्यूज होके टू मेरा कैलकुलेशन में गलती हुआ होगा करके ऑप्शन बी भी मार्क कर सकते थे. मैं जब प्रिपेयर करता था, अगर आंसर क्लास में आया तो मैं ऐसे सोचता था, अरे मैंने कुछ गलती किया होगा करके बी मार्क कर लेता था, बट वो गलत है, ऐसा मत करना. यहाँ पे h बार करके अलग से दिया है. ओके, सीधा ऑप्शन प्रॉपरली. सो आंसर इज ऑप्शन सी. ओके, Everyone during the exams try to eliminate options. Ending में हमको क्या चाहिए? Ending में the final result is we need to get good marks and we need to get good college. You need to know your concepts. Very important. You need to know your concepts. Only after understanding concepts during the exams, if you're unable to solve that, कुछ भी जुगाड़ करके हमको लेके आना है, marks लेके आना है. Concepts are very very important, definitely. But ending में questions करते समय ऐसा बहुत अच्छे बच्चे जैसा ठीक है मुझे नहीं आ रहा है, ये मुझे नहीं आता है, I won't attempt this, वैसा मत करना. If you are able to eliminate options and if you are able to get the answer, mark it. Completely fine. Okay. Question number 45. In case of dx square y square का मतलब क्या है? Two lobes along x-axis, two lobes along y-axis. Agreed? They're asking the probability of finding the electron along x-axis is 0. गलत है ना? There is some probability, right? The probability of finding the electron along y-axis is 0. ये भी गलत है. Probability of finding electron is maximum along x and y-axis. सही है ना? Because the orbitals are oriented along x-axis and y-axis. So the probability of finding the electron is maximum along x-axis and y-axis. That is true. The probability of finding the electron is 0 in xy plane. ये वाला part तो xy plane ही आता है ना? This part is xy plane only. These parts. So 0 कहाँ है? No, right?
No.
So the answer is option C. Understand the options. Everyone, any doubt? Yeah. This question 46th. I didn't mention this particular term non-directional करके. Anyone answered this question right? Question number 46.
Sir, is the answer S?
Answer is yes, exactly. Can anyone explain me?
सर एस स्फीयर होता है इसलिए.
S स्फीयर होता है इसलिए बिल्कुल सही है. S is non-directional. मतलब ये जो स्फीयर को आपको कैसे भी डायरेक्शन में घुमा के देखो स्फीयर ही दिखेगा. But this particular lobe, this is directional. This is having a specific direction. Along x-axis ये lobe है. You can change its direction. Along y-axis lobe है. Along z-axis lobe है. So these are called as directional. This is non-directional. In each and every direction, it is having the same probability. यहाँ पे केवल इस डायरेक्शन में है, इन डायरेक्शंस में है ही नहीं ना ऑर्बिटल. Agreed? Hence it is called as directional and non-directional. Very very important. This particular point. S is non-directional, बाकी सब directional है. Any doubt anyone?
Sir, means it means orientation.
Orientation. वैसा ही कह रहा हूँ. In each and every direction, बाद में हम देखेंगे. In each and every direction, the electron is present. Okay. So कुछ एक specific direction mention करने की जरूरत नहीं. But if I'm saying px, I need to mention that the orbital is aligned along the x-axis. There is a specific direction. Py मतलब there is a specific direction. The orbital is aligned along the y-axis. P orbital is having some specific directions. You need to mention px, py, pz. Similarly, d के लिए भी dxy, dyz. I need to mention some directions to identify a particular orbital.
Yes, sir.
Agreed? Okay. Question number 47. Rubidium atomic number दे दिया है आपको. Maybe आपको ये confusion आया होगा. What is meant by a valence electron? But आपने अपने 10th class में 9th class में सुना ही होगा ये term valence. What is meant by valence electron? The outermost electron is called as valence electron. So first write the electronic configuration, तब आपको समझ में आ जाएगा. 37 मतलब 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. Everyone. 3s2, 3p6. इसके बाद you fill 4s, right?
Yes,
4s2, 3d10. उसके बाद 4p6, then 5s1. So what is the outermost shell? What is the valence shell here?
5.
It is 5. So the last electron is entering into S, right?
Yes.
तो n का वैल्यू सबसे पहले 5 हो जाएगा. If it is entering into s, l का वैल्यू क्या होगा? 0. a की पॉसिबल ml वैल्यू है 0. ms can be plus half or minus half, दोनों हो सकता है. So just see for these three. Okay, किस ऑप्शन में है?
A.
ऑप्शन ए. Any doubt anyone?
Yes. No, sir.
Okay, good. Question number 48. अलग से आपको स्ट्रेस भी किया मैंने. ये जो पर्टिकुलर स्पिन है, it is not related to the classical mechanical motion. It is a hypothetical quantum concept. We will be saying that the electron is having some spin, and about any axis you can define only two spins, either clockwise spin or anti-clockwise spin. So इसका मतलब ये नहीं है rotation of the electron is clockwise and anti-clockwise direction respectively, because we don't know. No one has ever seen the electron. We can never see an electron too. Okay, it is not possible. So उसका spin, उसको ही देखना मुश्किल है. उसका spin ऐसे spinning होते हुए देख नहीं सकते. So hence it is a hypothetical concept. No one has ever seen an electron spinning about its own axis. Okay, everyone. So two quantum mechanical spin states which have no classical analog. I hope this is clear.
Yes.
Repeat.
Spin मतलब जैसे हम सोचते हैं अर्थ का spinning motion मतलब we can clearly visualize. Classical mechanics मतलब that all macroscopic objects है उनका motion study करना. That is related to classical mechanics. So if I say the earth is spinning about its own axis, you can clearly visualize. You can think मतलब electron ऐसा गोल गोल घूम रहा है. If I say spin of an electron, we can only associate that. It is a hypothetical concept. We can never see an electron spinning about its own axis. Okay.
Sir.
Electron being so small, कभी हम देख ही नहीं सकते. ये हमने define किया ऐसा होगा करके, ऐसा spin जैसा हो सकता है करके. What is the reason for that? Just because of the observation of two doublets. Those two doublets correspond to two specific energies. No one has ever seen an electron spinning about its own axis. Is that clear?
Yes.
So,
Yeah, Vardhan, batao.
so actually in AHEAD means which we learn is like Hund's rule there. So we mark means like in the boxes we like up and down. So
अभी हुआ नहीं Vardhan. अभी मैं
but
Hans
there
कहाँ
actually
समझाया?
we mark right, sir. Means like there we assume that it is upside and down.
अभी मैं हंसुल कहाँ बताया? हमने अबो प्रिंसिपल तक ही पढ़ा. Okay, again we are marking it as up and down. कुछ तो रेफरेंस देना चाहिए ना, अप स्पिन या डाउन स्पिन. इसका मतलब मैंने कभी ये कहा क्या इलेक्ट्रॉन अप स्पिन ऐसा कुछ ऐसा घूमेगा, डाउन स्पिन ऐसा कुछ घूमेगा, ऐसा कुछ बताया क्या मैंने? कभी
No,
बताया वो?
No, sir.
No, right?
Yes.
But we need to have a notation, right? उसको डोनेट
Yes,
करने
sir.
के लिए कुछ तो लिखना चाहिए, इसलिए हम मार्क करते हैं. ठीक है?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Question number 49. Question number 49. The quantum number of 4 electrons. They're asking about increasing energies. Everyone, how to calculate energy? How to get an idea on energy? We are not calculating the value. We are only comparing.
The n plus
N
l
plus
value.
L.
Very good. You just need to see the n plus l value. जिनका n plus l value ज्यादा रहेगा, that will be having greater energy. अगर दो चीजों का n plus l value same है तो जिनका n का value कम होगा, that will be having lower energy. Okay, n plus l सबके लिए बता देना n plus l. इसके लिए 6, इसके लिए 5, इसके लिए भी 5, इसके लिए भी 4. तो 4 is having least energy. दोनों का 5 है. The one which has lower value of n 3 है ना? Less than
हाँ.
2 less than 3 less than 1. Any doubt?
No sir,
No,
no
sir.
doubt.
Very good. Last question. The number of orbitals associated with quantum numbers n equals to 5 and ms is equals to plus half. n equals to 5 में total electrons कितना रहेगा? n equals to 5 में
n square.
n square 25.
हाँ.
Okay. Sorry, n square are the क्या n square are the number of orbitals. मैं ऑर्बिटल
हाँ।
से पूछा क्या?
हाँ ऑर्बिटल्स
हाँ
पूछा है
sir,
सर।
orbital
मैंने
से
ऑर्बिटल
पूछा।
से कहा ओके ऑर्बिटल्स आर 25 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स कितना होगा
25.
into 2
n
total
square
50
into 2
8 in 50 में 25 प्लस हाफ होगा बचा हुआ 25
minus half.
माइनस हाफ होगा एग्रीड ओके सो टोटल कितना हो गया 25 हुआ ओके दे आर आस्किंग अबाउट ms प्लस हाफ ओनली एग्रीड
हाँ sir.
Sir,
या टेल मी
उन्होंने
I had a doubt.
ऑर्बिटल्स पूछा है।
the number of orbitals associated यहाँ पे नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन से सब पूछना चाहिए क्योंकि उसी ऑर्बिटल में हर एक ऑर्बिटल को प्लस हाफ भी बोलते हैं माइनस हाफ भी कहते हैं ना यहाँ पे यू नीड टू टेक द इलेक्ट्रॉन एज द ऑर्बिटल ओके क्योंकि ms प्लस हाफ करके डिनोट किया है वी आर नॉट एक ही ऑर्बिटल में दो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स रखते हैं सो उसी ऑर्बिटल को हम प्लस हाफ और माइनस हाफ भी देते हैं एग्रीड तो यहाँ पे हमको ऐसे सोचना है ऐसे समझना है दे आर आस्किंग अबाउट द इलेक्ट्रॉन ओके एवरीवन एनी डाउट एनी कंफ्यूजन
No, sir.
okay okay Amitraj you are saying something or asking something
Sir, can you scroll up a bit? Yes, sir. In the question number 47,
okay
sir, suppose the atomic number was given as 38. Then what would be
हाँ,
the in that case?
वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन मतलब 38 मतलब अभी भी ये 5s के अंदर ही जा रहे हैं ना देन इट्स नॉट देयर इज नो कंफ्यूजन इफ इट इज 39 है s के बाद किस में जाएगा 4s के बाद इट गोस इनटू 4d 5s के बाद इट गोस इनटू 4d ना
Yes.
okay so you need to say then also valence electron is 5s only valence मतलब outermost shell वाला इलेक्ट्रॉन ही हुआ अगर 5p के अंदर गया 5s के बाद 5p के अंदर गया then you write the quantum number for p electron okay दोनों both the electrons will be valence electrons only इसलिए ऐसा क्वेश्चन बनाते नहीं है they have made the question as z equal to 37 okay then in that case they will be asking write the quantum numbers for the electron for the last electron that is entering the orbital ऐसा कुछ पूछेंगे
Okay.
okay
Yes, sir.
clear है any doubt
No, sir.
okay okay what do we do in the last lecture
सर अभी सिखाने वाले हो आप?
तो करना है ना किसने पूछा है क्वेश्चन अरमान तुमने पूछा क्या you can take break for 5 minutes so in the last lecture we understood about Aufbau principle what is the purpose of Aufbau principle just to know how to fill the electrons in different subshells right अभी हमने क्या किया we have seen how the orbitals are present around the nucleus or we have constructed several orbitals or several subshells around the nucleus now we need to fill the electrons inside them okay so now we have seen how to fill the electrons how to arrange the electrons in those subshells it is given by a principle called Aufbau principle which is also called as building up principle according to that the orbital which is having lower energy will be filled first and how to get the idea on energy by comparing the n plus l value the one which is having lower value of n plus l is having lower energy if two orbitals or two subshells are having similar value of n plus l the one which has lower value of n will be having lower energy agreed एग्जाम में आपको करने के लिए you can directly draw this diagram is called as Euler diagram draw some parallel lines go one by one line इस पर्टिकुलर लाइन के ऊपर जो भी सबशेल्स है पहले उसको फिल करो then go to the next line. इसके ऊपर 2s है, so fill 2s, then go to the third line and go in this particular direction, top to bottom. Okay, so उसके बाद 2p fill करना है, then 3s, then 3p 4s, 3d 4p 5s, 4d 5p 6s, 4f 5d 6p 7s, so on so forth. Okay, ठीक है. This is about filling the electrons in the subshells. अभी subshells के अंदर भी you are having orbitals. Finally, the electrons will be present inside the orbitals. So there are some rules how to arrange the electrons inside the orbitals. अभी यहाँ पे हमने इतना पढ़ा किस अपार्टमेंट के अंदर भेजना है. अपार्टमेंट में अंदर भी will be having flats. कौन सा फ्लैट किसको देना है, कैसे देना है. Okay, we will be understanding that through next two principles. The next principle is Pauli's exclusion principle. Pauli's exclusion principle says that no two electrons in an atom can have same set of all four quantum numbers. Any electron around the nucleus is unique, so it should be identified by unique set of quantum numbers. If you are having for two electrons, if you are having all the four quantum numbers same, so whenever we are referring to a specific electron, whenever you want to remove a specific electron, you may not be identifying that particular electron if it is having the same set of quantum numbers. Okay, every electron around the nucleus is unique. It will be having unique properties, unique energy, and so on and so forth. Every electron will be having a specific energy. No two electrons can have same energy. Even though if they are present in the same orbital, they will be having different energy because of the different spins. Agreed? So no two electrons in an atom can have the same set of all four quantum numbers. Example. What is the maximum capacity of any orbital? Two electrons. So if I take 4s orbital, what will be the quantum numbers for the electrons present in 4s? N will be equals to 4. L will be equals to 0. ML will be equals to 0. MS will be equals to एक का प्लस सा हुआ तो if this is for first electron, the second electron will be having n equals to 0. बाकी सब same रहेगा. The only variation will be of MS. MS will be equals to minus half. Okay. ठीक है. Okay. Next rule, Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. Hund's rule of maximum multiplicity. Let us read the rule first. Electrons don't start to pair up in a subshell until all the available degenerate orbitals. What is meant by degenerate?
Orbitals having same energy.
Orbitals having same energy. Very good. Until all the available degenerate orbitals are filled at least once. This is in order to minimize the interelectronic repulsions and maximize stability. दूसरा point है, also all the singly occupied orbitals will have electrons with parallel spins. इसका मतलब क्या है? We will understand. Don't worry. Let us go through one by one element. Suppose if you have hydrogen, सारे एलिमेंट्स यहाँ पे मार्क कर लेता हूँ. पहले हाइड्रोजन, उसके बाद हीलियम, लिथियम, बेरिलियम, बोरॉन, कार्बन, नाइट्रोजन, ऑक्सीजन. यहाँ तक देखते हैं. What is the electronic configuration of hydrogen? It is 1s1. Electronic configuration of helium, 1s2. Lithium, 1s2, 2s1. Beryllium, 1s2, 2s2. आर्यन, तुम भी अपना वीडियो ऑन ही रखना. अभी किया है ना? प्लीज पुट योर वीडियो ऑन ओनली. बोरॉन 1s2, 2s2, 2p1 होगा कार्बन का. 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. Nitrogen is atomic number 7. 2s2, 2p3. Oxygen is 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. Any doubt, anyone? How we represent this is, you will be showing a box. The box indicates this is the s orbital. Okay. You won't be drawing shapes always. You will be simply showing a box. This is an s orbital or s subshell having only one orbital. One matlab you are having one electron. That particular electron can be having upspin. This particular representation is called as half-headed arrow. Usually arrow has two sides, right? This is having only half head, hence it is called as half-headed arrow. Upspin, or that particular electron, there is no convention that the electron will be present only in upspin first. It can be having downspin as well. It can have downspin too. Okay. 1s2 matlab kya hoga? It has two electrons. No two electrons can have same quantum numbers. So ek upspin raha to definitely the other thing has to be downspin. Agreed? Okay. 1s2 2s1 का मतलब क्या है? I will be showing only the outermost shell. ये जो है, I can write this. Everyone understand this? This is the another way of representing. I can write this as helium 2s1. You can write electronic configuration of any element with the help of nearest inert gas. उसके पहले जो भी inert gas रहा, helium is the inert gas, right? Helium का configuration 1s2. 1s2 को मैं helium जैसे लिख सकता हूँ. Square bracket helium 2s1. Similarly, I can write this as helium 2s2. In a way, what we are doing is we are representing only the outermost shell configuration. 2s2, 2p1. This will be helium 2s2, 2p2. This is helium 2s2, 2p3. Helium 2s2, 2p4. Any doubt, anyone? Okay. यहाँ पे I am marking only the outermost shell, which is, or outermost subshell, which is 2s. इसके अंदर एक ही इलेक्ट्रॉन है. So you can either show that, or you can have the same electron as downspin. Okay. Yeah, Yogeshwar. Tell me.
So can we write boron as Be2P1?
You can do that, but ये हम करते नहीं है. What we are interested in is outermost shell configuration. Outermost shell में ये जो है, you can write this. यहाँ से यहाँ तक beryllium है, but ये भी outermost shell का ही part है ना. So you will be representing the entire inner shell plus the outer shell. Helium is the inner shell, 1s2. The outer shell, this is the outer shell configuration. Okay.
Okay.
Agreed?
Yes.
यहाँ पे if I continue, ऑक्सीजन के बाद क्या आएगा? फ्लोरीन. फ्लोरीन के बाद नियॉन आएगा. नियॉन के बाद क्या आएगा? सोडियम ना. So यहाँ पे the configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p5, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. This is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. यहाँ पे फिर से शेल चेंज हुआ ना. Hence I will write this as 1s2, 2s2, 2p6 तक inner shell. Hence I will write that as neon 3s1. Okay. This is a new shell. We try to represent entire of the valence shell configuration. उससे पहले तक अंदर है ना electrons. So उनको I will be writing that as neon. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is again I will write this as helium 2s2 2p5, क्योंकि मुझे outermost shell में क्या हो रहा है पूरा पता चलेगा if I write it in this way. ओके ठीक है, यहाँ पे 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स है, एक ऊपर एक नीचे. यहाँ पे देखना, you are having 2s as well as everyone. You have 2s and 2p. 2p के अंदर कितना ऑर्बिटल्स है? 3 ऑर्बिटल्स है ना. s के अंदर you have 2 electrons, so कुछ confusion नहीं. p के अंदर you have only 1 electron. Okay, this is just a representation. You can put the electron here, you can put the electron here, you can put the electron here. But proper representation के लिए यहाँ से start करेंगे. इसके अंदर एक electron है. Okay, you can also show this as, or what is the other variation? 2 इसके अंदर, 2s के अंदर. What is the other variation? Showing the electron as downspin. Any doubt anyone? अभी यहाँ पे देखना, यहाँ पे you need to apply the rule. 2s के अंदर 2 electrons तो है ही है. अभी everyone understand this. एक इलेक्ट्रॉन तो दे दिया, दूसरा इलेक्ट्रॉन, the next electron, I need to fill this in this particular orbital, but not in this orbital. Reason क्या है? If this is having an electron, if I am putting another electron in the same orbital, there will be repulsive forces, right? एक ही space के अंदर रख रहा हूँ, एक ही region के अंदर. Rather than doing that, if you are having this in another orientation, px के अंदर रखा तो इसको py में रखो, the distance will be more, the repulsive forces will be decreased. Okay, or else the rule says that pairing will start only after all the available degenerate orbitals, all of them are degenerate, having same energy. Px, Py, Pz, all of them are having same energy. Only all the available degenerate orbitals are filled at least once. उसके बाद ही pairing start होगा. Reason क्या है? This is in order to minimize the repulsive forces and maximize the stability. If you are putting the electron in this particular orbital, which is already having an electron, there will be repulsive forces. So put that electron in here. Any doubt anyone? दूसरा point
No,
है.
sir.
यहाँ पे देखना, point देखो. All the singly occupied orbitals will have electrons with parallel spins. Okay. This will lead to more stability. If you are having parallel spins, it will lead to more stability. The actual reason lies in quantum principles. We don't have that much idea. अभी हमारा knowledge उतना नहीं है. अभी के लिए simple रखो आप लोग. In general, symmetry leads to stability. Symmetry leads to stability. Each and everything in the universe is symmetrical, or most of the things are symmetrical. Most of the things which we make, man-made things are also symmetrical. Do you make a book symmetrical or non-symmetrical? Asymmetrical? Symmetrical है ना. Pen भी symmetrical है. सारी चीजें symmetrical ही रहता है. If you want to make that more and fancy, you need to make it more and more asymmetrical. Okay, but that is not stable. All the things which is having symmetry will be stable because of the center of mass position, lot of other things. Okay, so symmetry leads to stability. So इतना ही ऐसे सोचना. If it is having parallel spins, it will be symmetric. Everything I will be putting that in parallel spins. Okay, और ऐसा ही represent करने की जरूरत नहीं. Next time I won't be showing 2 representations. I will be showing only 1 representation. I will take only upspin. Okay, but it is not necessary it should be having only upspin. अगर ये downspin है तो दूसरा orbital में भी downspin में रहेगा. Any doubt anyone?
No,
Okay.
sir. No doubt.
यहाँ पे क्या हो जाएगा फिर नाइट्रोजन का? If I'm taking upspin, only after all the available degenerate orbitals are filled at least once, then only pairing happens. So अभी यहाँ पे फिर से pairing होगा. Agreed? 1, 2, 3. उसके बाद आपको pairing करना है fourth electron. Any doubt, anyone?
No, sir.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. जैसे मैं भर रहा हूं ना, आप लोग भी वैसा ही आदत डालो. First, fill all the available degenerate orbitals at least once, then only you start pairing. Pair करो. Agreed?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I hope this is clear. इसमें केवल 3s1 है, so you will be having एक electron. Any doubt, anyone?
No, sir.
Okay. I have written some questions here. This question, I have given the same question in your exam. Please solve these questions. These questions, you can solve them on your own. Take these 3 questions as homework. Please solve these questions immediately after the lecture. I will post the notes. We will discuss in the next lecture. Okay.
Okay, sir.
In this week, maximum of the chapter will be completed. I think almost entire chapter will be completed. So please start solving Narendra Avasthi. You can solve entire level 1. Start solving that. जो भी आपको doubts रहेगा, please mark them. अगर वो concept नहीं हुआ तो please mark them. Once the concept is done, you can again revisit those questions. Okay. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Bye.